The one you end up with in marriage determines your course in life. And that's just it. Thank you for joining us on today's episode of the Family Hub. And we are grateful for your time. So we are diving right into today's topic. Over to you.
Yeah, so like my wife rightly said, right, the one you end up in marriage with determines your course in life and affects your entire life, as it were. So the most important decision to make after being born again and filled with the Holy Ghost and having discovered the purpose of God for your life is, who is going to be my spouse, my husband, or my wife? You get it? And that's what we are sharing with you today. Why? Because you see, in this world, Bible says that God has given us the earth. All right, so God created the whole earth, and He has released man to take charge, to take dominion on the earth. So He has determined what to do as a father, but He has also released man to do what He has asked him to do. So whatever man needs to do to ensure that that which the Father has ordained for him to do is left in his hands. So if man chooses to go to school to to be able to do what the Father has asked him to do, is left in his hands. If he decides to buy a car so that it will enable him to do what the Father has asked him to do, it is in his hands. In other words, if he decides to marry or decides not to marry, it's his decision. It's not God's decision. Yeah. And all this is to either help or assist in the fulfillment of His purpose on the earth. So if you choose to marry as a person, as a man or a woman, then the person you choose to marry will determine your course in life. Whether you still remain on the course of fulfilling the Father's desire for you, or you'll be totally off rather. You'll be like a plane that has lost its compass. What's the end result of that plane? A crash. That's what we are talking about today.
And that's why it's so important when you are choosing a life partner. It's it's something you don't do casually. You don't choose a life partner because you feel pity for the person, or because maybe the person's family helped your family some years back, and so it's a way to say thank you to the person's family. Like all these, they are not reasons why you should choose a life partner. You get it? It should really be something that you do together with God in choosing who to marry, because it's going to affect you for the rest of your life and even in eternity.
Exactly.
So an example is the earthly father of Jesus, that's Joseph. If another person had married Mary, maybe another descendant of David had married Mary, that person's name would have rather been what would be etched in history as the father of Jesus. But it was Joseph. And so because Joseph married Mary, now he was the one who is the father, or he is the one who we recognize, or even in heaven recognizes as the earthly father of Jesus. Same for Sarah and Abraham.
Yeah.
We don't know what would have happened if Sarah had married another man, but then we are mentioning the name of Sarah because of the husband she married, Abraham, with whom God had a covenant, right? And so, I mean, who you marry is just so important. And then there's also the negative one, like Samson. He entered a love relationship. Did they
Yeah.
marry?
No, they're not married.
Impony.
You know.
And look at the end of Samson. That's someone he chose it. Probably he could have ended up married, but just love relationship self, no. His end wasn't even the best. You get it. And so choosing a partner is so important, and it's something that you should not take casually at all.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still back to the example of Samson, Samuel somehow he knew he was unique. He knew he was different, and not only he knowing by himself, but his parents even made him know that, look, you are a different child. You are a child of purpose. You are ordained by God for this. So someone they try to help him to stick to the path that God had ordained for him. But somehow he allowed his heart to be misled. And no one that sees his end. You see. And another example, of course, is Esau. Esau also got involved with other women. The Bible made it clear that his parents were not happy because he got involved with other women. No wonder he also missed an amazing opportunity which Jacob, took, and then he became a success for God. So
Yeah, and I mean, if you listen to even people in society today, you realize that there are many whose lives would have been much, much better
yeah,
had they not married the husband or the wife that they married. And then there are also people whose lives have turned out to be excellent because of the husband or the wife that they married. And so this is especially to those who are in the choosing phase, those who are still deciding, those who are almost pressurized into accepting people's proposals or going in for people because of pressure or whatever reason it is. Don't take this casually. It will affect the rest of your life, even including where you would stay,
yeah,
right? Unless you want to do long distance marriage where for 10 years one person is in South America, the other person is in Asia. But if you desire a marriage that has true fellowship, even where you end up living is determined by who you get married to. And so do not take it casually. Really, really be with God and be sure that this person that you are getting married to is right for you. Again, don't choose casually.
yeah. So the point is made clear. Do you really desire to be a success for God, the success that God made you to be? And you really desire to be the best and to fulfill your purpose, then the one you end up in marriage with will determine your course along that line.
Thank you so much for joining us on today's episode, and we are happy that you joined us. Yes. So, a reminder again to choose wisely. Shine your eyes and choose wisely. All right. So, like our video, subscribe to our channel if you haven't, and share with others to be a blessing to them. And till we meet again, know that marriage is a
It's a
very
beautiful
beautiful
thing,
thing
and
and
you
you can
can
enjoy
enjoy it.
yours. Bye.
Bye bye.
Family Hub, God's Dream Family.